Oh, I'm flying weed. Oh.
Oh, I could smell it. Holy shit.
Yeah, so that's the speed control. We'll just unplug the battery.
Give me the battery. What are you going to do? How are you going to deal with that?
I don't know, but it's
It's poked.
it's had it. Yeah, so
Shit.
I don't know quite what happened there to cook a speed control, but it's taken the wires out of the speed control, and it's melted the foam that I had in there. It got very hot.
You can smell it.
Didn't cook a receiver, I don't think. Okay, well that's the end of that flying exercise for the day. Interesting, isn't it? It's just toast. Oh shit, they're still hot.
Your noodle.
I'll have to beep that out of the video. It's hot like you never believe.
Alright,
We'll just have to
isolate it.
quietly walk back with that. You've got the battery, haven't you?
Yeah.
Well, we broke another one.
How many's that today?
We're up to 3 now. Smoked the motor speed control. We piled the other one
This
into
one's
the ground.
folded somehow.
And this one folded.
Did it?
Yeah, folded.
Oh, right.
That one folded a wing because I was throwing it round. Oh, and I busted the front end out again. Yeah, I've broken the front end clean out of it again. Broken another propeller. How sad, never mind. Look, the only strong bit about the whole thing is that the tailplane made from bourbon and cola cans.
Good old Woodstock. Keeps us going.
Righto. Another repair. We're up to number 3. Well, she's a fairly grotty day today. We've got a cyclone coming. But anyway, we'll take the opportunity to do some work on a model aircraft on the bench. This is my glider, one of them, and I snotted the front end, collapsed it completely, and tore the engine right off the front. And my first thought was I'd saw the front off and remake the front end, perhaps out of a different piece of foam, and restore that like that, which I'm still thinking about. And then I thought, well, actually, why don't I try something completely different? I'm one for trying new ideas, and we've already made a tail of an aeroplane out of cans, so I thought I'd make the entire fuselage out of cans. So we've joined a row of cans together. I'll put a tail at that end there. I'll mount servos through this little hole here into that piece of foam, and up this end here I've mounted the engine on the front. I'll mount the speed controller probably on the side like that, and I've sized this just neatly so that the battery can tuck into that hole like that and come forward and sit there, and I'll just put a little bit of packing foam down in that hole to prevent the battery from moving backwards in flight. So 2 servos there, and a tailplane yet to be positioned down there. I will have to make They're my wing holding pegs. They're being glued in at the moment. I will have to make some sort of arrangement here so I've got a flat surface to mount the wing on. I'm not too sure how I'm going to do that just yet, but that's the generic plan at the moment, and we'll just see how we go. Okay, last time I was out and about I folded Cola's wing up, so we will, luckily all my wings are 200mm cord, so we're just going to biff another one on here and give it a whirl, see what happens. I'll smack the front end, so I've replaced the propeller and glued her up again. Right, we'll give her a go and see what happens. Just do some flight check. Yep, it's roughly in the right place. And quick throttle check. Alright, give her a whirl. I don't have my good lady with me today, so camera work is what you're going to see is what you're going to get. Right, new battery. Well, that's a first for me. Looks like the motors come right out of Sky Super. Oh yeah. That's interesting. There's a big chewed bit out of there. All the screws missing. Propeller's gone. What does that mean? Something well out of balance, probably. Rest of Sky Surfer still in one piece. Anyway, another repair. Well, that's the end of another day's flying. I've torn the motor out of my Hyundai Kohler aircraft. I have to do a repair there. And we've ripped the motor out of Sky Surfer. That was probably just because everything's well out of balance, perhaps. Who knows? Anyway, I'll go home and do some more repairs. It's a lovely day to be out and about. Okay, I've been working on my can fuselage aeroplane here, and although I've completed the tail, we've got our tail plane nicely mounted, and we've got our flight controls almost complete. A bit of silver paint on them. Unfortunately, I've had a wee oops. Up here, I mounted these two servos. I buried them into this block of foam. These are my flight controls for the tail. But unfortunately I mounted the two servos too close together. They need to be obviously far enough apart so the servo arms can swing. And in the process of doing that, I've I created a tear in the can. And my initial thoughts was that's a disaster, but the reality is I can apply a little bit of heat here and remove this section of can and this section of can and just simply put a new piece in here. I guess that's one of the advantages of making your fuselage up in a module arrangement like this.